Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Man, I almost didn't make this video. Yeah, listen, here's the deal. You know the problem with YouTube? It's kind of the same problem with, well, for some YouTubers. Social media. I remember reading a post that said the best evidence of a great relationship on social media is no evidence of a good relationship on social media. Social media, everybody just puts pictures up of what they want you to think they are, filters, and they post pictures of everything's great, you know. Every once in a while, I mean, a lot of YouTubers like that. Some YouTubers love drama, and they always talk about drama. I'm not like that. This channel in 5,000 something videos has been mostly really positive. I had a few friends pass where they were tough videos, but I'm having a horrible day. And I don't want anybody to say, I don't want anyone to show concern in the chats. I'm like you. You're looking at this having a horrible day too. Somebody is. And I can sit here and say, hey, got a great day going. I'm just having a crappy day. And I don't feel like I'll be really honest with you, I don't even feel like making this video. But the reason I do is you're my therapy, and a million times over the years I've had a bad day and I make a video and I have a better start. It turns around. This is from Linda McNews, Linda's Fiery Treats. You know, I didn't bring the legend out here with me to see what's what. It's a habanero of sorts. Just having such a bad day. You know, on the Lifeboat, we always talk about, my brother's channel, that the opposite of addiction is connections. But from a very young age, we do just the opposite. You know, if you have a bad day at school, you come home, you don't want to go tell everybody about it. You just want to bury that and not think about it. At least I was. So this is my way of trying not to bury something and just, I don't want to talk about it. But I'm just having a really, really crappy day. I don't want anybody to be nervous in the chat. And, you know, listen, instead of saying a prayer for me, say a prayer for somebody who has it worse. Instead of sending good vibes or positive feelings my way, there's a million people who have it worse. And then there are YouTubers where every single video is drama and how bad things are going. I'm just not that guy. But I'm human. I'm a human being. And I know that, you know, I used to run an office. I was a regional director, so I had like 6 or 7, a bunch of offices underneath me. And inevitably, if I had a problem in one of the offices, there was an expression that the directors had. And it was, if it's happening in one office, it's happening in every office. In other words, the business that I ran, if there was a glitch, something going wrong in one office, it was going on in all of them. Every one of us are broken. I'm broken, big time. And you're broken. Nobody's not broken. So if it's happening to one of us, it's happening to all of us. We're all going through something. But one thing you need to know is that it's really funny. I remember a while back I said something on Instagram. I don't know, one of the platforms. I said something, and the person's response was, "Don't worry, you have 100,000 subs. Everything's gonna be all right." Like that somehow makes life all right. It doesn't matter if you have 1 million subs. Subs don't matter. You know. I'm typically a really happy guy, you know. But I'm hoping that just without even talking about what the problem is, just kind of talking and venting a little bit will make me feel a little better. But last night when I went to bed, I didn't know that today it'd be raining. It's not raining, but it feels like it. Anytime I go through a spot like this, I think about all the great advice, you know. I had a great friend said something. Actually, my dad said it too. But whatever you're going through, go through it. You know, don't let it be a wall that you hit and you just stop. And me talking about this and making this video is hoping to break through this wall so it doesn't. Because listen, it's funny, I made this post yesterday on Instagram. I just got out of a hot tub somewhere. It was a year ago, a couple years ago. And I was just sitting there. I was clothed. I had a bathing suit. I just snapped a photo of mine. And I put it on Instagram. And the caption I put, I wasn't meaning anything big or anything about the picture. I just said, any idea where we're going? And when someone figures out, let me know. And I didn't mean like, hey, it appears like I'm naked. What am I doing today? Where am I going? And people said, you getting a waxing? Getting a tattoo? Everybody thought I meant from that picture. I can see why they would do that. I didn't think about that when I posted it. But one person said, I know what you mean. It's the big picture. You're going to heaven with me. And it's easy. I don't want to stop. I want to break through it. And you ever been to a state where they say, oh, the weather's, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. I got news for you. I've lived all over the country. Every state says that. Even states like Reno, where every day is the same, they still say that. And life is like that. Like, I know if I just stop and focus on where I'm at right now, it's a drag, but it's going to get better. And really, it's nothing catastrophic. I'm just having a really bad day. Here's a weird sort of a day, too. Every once in a while, I have these issues, and I say, hey, someday I'm going to tell you about it. We're not going to talk about this one, like the heart of what this whole issue is. We're just not. I feel like I'm tied to the whipping post today. You know, I'm in one of those. I'm Johnny Analogy when I'm going through something like this. I had a friend who had a dog. His dog had an invisible collar. You know what those are? I mean, it's electric. If he goes out of a certain range, it shocks you, so you know not to go over there. We had this dog, and it disappeared, and he couldn't find it. And he said, will you come over and help me look for my dog? I said, sure. So we went on his property. He had like, I don't know how many acres. We were trying to find this dog. It was a great dog. And this dog, it was a strange situation. He got on this hillside. We could see him. And we were whistling to him. He wouldn't move. And this is a great dog who comes to his name. It was a super cool dog. So the owner, I can't remember his name, was whistling to the dog. Dog wouldn't move. So we went up to it, and the dog, it was a weird glitch. Somehow it was a strange glitch in how this was wired up. The dog was in a spot where he wasn't getting shocked, but if he took a step in any direction, he would get shocked. So the dog just parked it there for, like, I don't know how long. He was missing for a couple days, so I felt bad. The second he got the collar off, the dog felt free and ran around. But I sort of feel like that dog right now, like no matter what position I move, I'm going to get shocked. It's kind of where I feel like right now. And when you make a video like this, you run the risk of having people saying, you know, you got it bad, listen to how bad I got it. I want you to know something. There's a million people that have it so much worse than me. I'm only making this video, if nothing else, selfishly hoping it'll make me feel better. I'm just being honest with you. But every time there's a video, somebody can get something out of it. I know there's people watching this that are just going through it, probably a whole lot worse than I'm going through it. You know, Tommy and I, we go through this thing where, like, our dad died. That was the most brutal thing. I can't even express to you the depth, the despair, that was the worst thing in the world. And I talked to him about it. I'm like, I'm having a bad day. He'll say, how bad, 1 to 10? The 1 to 10 that we refer to is the 10. Like, what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you? That's your 10. Well, my dad dying is my 10 as far as the worst thing that's ever happened to me. This isn't even a 5. Probably a 5. It might be a 5. But it's just beating me up right now. This is kind of a useless, stupid video. Again, there's not much content in it other than I ate an orange pepper. That tastes good, by the way. I don't know. That may not have been a habanero. There's a little sweetness to it. Linda will probably tell me. Actually, you know what? Oh, and here's the weird thing. The reason I had trouble with this, I looked on the legend, and 159, I don't remember seeing 159 on the legend. It was sandwiched between a bunch of habanero-type peppers, but I don't think that was a habanero. Maybe it was. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me and communing with me. I'm sorry. I want to make you happy. Oh, by the way, the really crazy video that was going to happen today, it's not going to happen today. Probably 4 or 5 days from now it will happen. It will, and it's going to be hilarious. It's going to give me a little bit more time to make sure it's funnier, because it's going to be funny. But so this video is just to tell you that I'm going through it. So in the comment section, I don't want you to say how much you pray for me and how bad you feel for me. Don't. If you're inclined to pray, pray for somebody who really needs it, because there's a lot of people out there who need it. In the grand scheme of things, I'm a very, very lucky guy. I'm just having a very crappy day. So anyway, I'm an honest YouTuber. It's not always going to be, peaches and cream. This is how it is sometimes. So I'm sorry. Better videos, are more happiness is coming ahead. I know that's just going to bump some people out. I'm fine. So please don't stress. I just wanted to be straight with you guys. I'm having a bad day. Hopefully the next time I do a video, I'll be a little happier. In the description box, you're going to see a link for Linda McNew from Linda's Fire Treats. Please check her out. The bus, the boat, more videos. Pretty cool backdrop, huh? I'm Johnny Scoville. This was Chase the Heat.